gamer here. There's really no introduction, really. 3.4 Spiral Abyss. You already know the drill. Floor 11 and 12. I beat the floors. Talk about my characters. Yeah. Without any further delay, without any further ado, here is my Spiral Abyss 3.4 run.
Terminate!
I see everything. Everyone hop in.
Scatter!
Let's move on.
Place my hand.
Committed to memory. Share my knowledge.
Your sacrifice is already. Propagate!
All my strength. Permanent of the deep. Battle.
Scatter! I will have order.
Whirling snow. Everybody stand back.
Solidify!
Higher, higher, hit by fire. Take flight. Propagate! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Shine down! This playthrough looks fairly nice!
Scatter!
Azuma shines eternal! Keep yourselves at home! There is no escape!
Terminate!
Propagate! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Stabilize!
Here comes the test. Let me read you. Quiet. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Know my sword.
Order guide you. Solidify!
Busted. Time to go.
Stabilize!
Quietly now. Game's up. Time to act. Let me read your verse. Know my sword.
This is order! Solidify!
Know my sword.
Let's get down to business!
The Temple of Wisdom.
So how's this?
Let's sweeten the deal. There is no escape.
There's more!
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. I see everything. Spring forth! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Temple of Wisdom! This way through!
Scatter! Sound!
Orange light! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Share my knowledge!
Here! Spring forth!
Torn to oblivion!
Order guide you.
These are about to get set. Rain cutter! Time to go!
Target stabilize.
Let me leave you here. Rain out. Higher and higher, dance of fire!
This is order. Solidify.
Quietly now. Witness the power of the wild. Know my sword. The eternal awaits. Gotcha. Rain cutter. Things are about to get set. Time to go.
And that is it for 3.4 Spiral Abyss. If you're wondering why I've used Fire Emblem Engage music, it's because I'm playing Fire Emblem Engage right now. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna be using music that I'm playing games on. So yeah, the recent games I'm playing, I'll just put music on for Spiral Abyss. But yeah, if you have not played a Fire Emblem game, or if you are a Fire Emblem fan, definitely give Engage a try. But enough enough about blabbering about Fire Emblem. Let's talk about the Spiral Abyss. So 3.4 is way easier than 3.3. I can attest to that because you don't have to deal with annoying corrosion effects. You don't have to deal with annoying wolves. You don't have to deal with annoying geo wolves and stuck with one type that is not readily available. So like the well and stuff. But at least for 412, at least you have some options for Electro. So we're gonna be talking about 411 and 12. Of course, I am gonna be doing a commentary version on both 411 and 12, just so that everyone can understand each floor. And I don't really mind. Usually the commentary videos get a lot of views. So yeah, I really like talking about the floors and what enemies and what characters to bring. Just to help out the other players, you know, who cannot beat the Spiral Abyss. Have to give my own insight on these floors. So yeah, well, let's just talk about these in a in lightning speed. So 411, Eremites, Militurals, easy, Shrooms, Herald. If you have Cryo, Electro, anything that reacts to Hydro is fine. The Serpent is pretty easy too. The only thing annoying that he does is fly around. Samurai, Slimes, Reg is fine. If you have Cryo, Pyro, anything that reacts up to Electro, you are fine. And that is it for 411. Not really that bad. And then for 412, not really that hard. Honestly, you could just bring a DPS team and just go through everything without any difficulty. So yeah. First half is robots. They spawn one at a time, so you basically have to burst down each and every single one of them. Eremites, flowers, and abyss mages. Flowers are annoying because they dig underground, so you gotta kill them quickly. The mages suck because you have to bring elements, and then eremites are tanky. So yeah. Fort or chamber 2. Vulture and Scorpion is annoying, so yeah, deal with them fast. And then you already know how the samurai works. Magu Kenki, if you fought him previously in the Spiral Abyss run where you have to fight both his Annual and Cryo at the same time, it's basically the same thing here. Chamber 3, if you already fought the Matrix Overseer, then he's pretty much the same thing here. The second half is just a bunch of new enemies like the Gale Hunters, the Lore Master, and then the Ring Dancer. So Dendro, Pyro, and I think another Pyro. So yeah, they're not really that bad. It's the same thing with every other Eremite character or enemy that summons a monster. Just defeat the monster and then they get stunned. Which you don't really have to because you can just kill them without killing the monster. So yeah. Honestly, pretty easy. Easier than Evil Floored. Because you have better options for Electro than Geo, which you have Noel. But yeah, there we go. That is it for the 3.4 Spiral Abyss, in my opinion. Pretty easy. Easier than 3.3. But anyways, it's time to go over the builds for those first timers. If you already saw the builds before, well, this is your chance to see it again. But there is one change that I have done on a certain character. So I am going to be going into greater detail on that, but I am going to be speeding through everyone else because their builds have not changed at all. So without any further ado, let's just get started. So the first character that we have is Raiden Shogun. As you can see here, crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge. She has not changed. Electro damage is pretty good. Yeah, she's carry, main DPS. As for the weapon, we have Engulfing Lightning. Her best weapon, no questions asked. If you are looking for a 4-star weapon that could basically help Raiden, it is the Catch. The Catch is also her best weapon too. It is her best 4-star free-to-play weapon. As for artifacts, we have 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate. It's her best DPS set, it's her best sub-DPS set, it's her best support set. There's really no other set that you'll ever run on her. As for constellations, we have C0, because I am not a whale. And for talents, we got 10, 10, 10, so she is triple crowned. Yeah. Raiden, extremely good. You already know how good Raiden is. I mean, she was featured on 3.3. People rolled for her. You already know how good she is. She is just the MVP. The greatest. Next up, we have Nahida, the Dendro Archon. My Nahida has not changed at all. 800 elemental mastery, crit rate, crit damage ratios are basically balanced. She doesn't really need that much energy recharge, and she doesn't really need that much Dendro damage because she is here to support. As for her weapon, we have 1,000 Floating Dreams. It's her best weapon. If you are looking for a free-to-play weapon that you could use the Magic Guide, which is a 3-star weapon. So yeah, you could just use the Magic Guide and she performs as well as the 1,000 Floating Dreams. So yeah. As for artifacts, for Nahida, we have 4-piece Deepwood. It's her best set, no questions asked. As for constellations, C0, I am not a whale again. And as for talents, 696. I am going to be planning to level this up to level 10. But right now, I do not have the materials for it. So, yeah, she's going to be stuck at 9 for a while. So yeah, that is Nahida. Everyone knows how good Nahida is. She is top tier. Best Dendro character in the game. Or one of the best, debatably. Next up, we have the Traveler, aka yourself. The Traveler, I made him a sub DPS, as you can see here. Crit rate, crit damage ratios are even. Energy recharge is pretty good. Dendro damage is pretty good as well. For his weapon, we have the Sack Sword. It's his best sword. No questions asked. There's no other sword that you'll ever run on him. It's so good. For artifacts, we have 4-piece Gilded Dreams. It is his best set if someone else has a Deepwood Memories. So yeah, my Nahida has Deepwood, so I just gave Traveler Gilded Dreams. Yeah, always give Gilded Dreams to Dendro characters if you already have a main Dendro character that has Deepwood, mainly Nahida. So you can put Gilded Dreams on, let's say, Traveler, or Yao Yao, or Kale, any of those characters that support, because Nahida is probably going to do mainly most of your Dendro damage. But if you don't have Nahida, then you could probably give him Deepwood Memories. That's pretty good as well. As for Constellations, he is C6. Everyone gets him C6 since he is free. And as for talents, 699, boosted by Constellations. So yeah, Traveler is still pretty good. Honestly, one of the best Dendro characters in the game. Yeah, they buffed up Traveler a lot. Everyone uses Dendro Traveler now. He's just so good. Really, really, really good. And then for the last character, which is the oddball out of the team, we have, if I could pull her up, Dori, our healer. The reason why I am not using Kukui Shinobu as my healer is because she could die. Since she can't heal that much. She only heals 2k per instance, and she is not on the field most of the time. So yeah, that is why I'm using Dori. But Dori's only here for heals. If I would go more of the damage route, I would bring Kukui Shinobu. But Dori is a pick that no one ever uses, so that is why I use Dori. It's for those Dori fans and those people who like Dori. But as you can see here, Dori has really good energy recharge and then really high HP for the heals. As for the weapon, we have Favonia's Greatsword. It's her best sword. No questions asked. I mean, energy recharge. What can I say? As for artifacts, you have 4-piece Tenacity of the Millilith. It's pretty good. If you use her elemental skill, it basically increases the party member's attack by 20%. So yeah, pretty good. It also combos well with her support role, since you're going to be using her elemental skill a lot. So yeah, it's pretty good. As for Constellation C3, she is pretty good at C2, but I just pulled like a couple copies of her from like previous banners. I remembered her dodging my rolls on the... I remembered her dodging my rolls on the if I could pull her up right here, Kokomi banner. I mean, Dori is a pain. I will forever have a grudge against Dori, but I still use her since she is pretty cool. But her talents are 6, 6, 9, 9 boosted by her constellations. So yeah, Dori is a oddball pick, but if you give her a pretty good set, if you give her pretty good artifacts and weapons, she could work really well. So yeah, that is Dori for you, and that is the first half of the team, which is the Quicken team. The second team is the standard Hu Tao team, Hu Tao Double Hydro to be specific. So yeah, here is my Hu Tao. She has not changed ever since. Crit rate, crit damage is pretty good. Energy recharge is like okay. Pyro damage is pretty good. As for a weapon, we have Staff of Homa, best weapon in the game. No questions asked. It's so good, really good. One of the best pole arms in the game. There's really nothing to be said. I mean, crit damage, high base attack, it's extremely good. Any pole arm character can just use this and wreak havoc. As for artifacts, 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames is her best set. You could also run a Millilith Pyro or Pyro Noblesse. Yeah, you could run basically anything on her and she works well. But Crimson Witch of Flames is her best set. As for Constellations, we have C1. I mean, unlimited charge attacks. What can I say? And for talents, 10, 10, 10. Triple Crown. So yeah, that is Hu Tao. Pretty good. You already know how good Hu Tao is. She is gonna be featured, I think 6 days from now. So, if you really want to pull Hu Tao, now's your chance. On the second half. The next character I'm gonna be, showcasing is Mr. Zhongli himself. He has changed a lot And I mean change significantly. Because now, I could use him on any team I want. As you can see here, his HP is now jacked up. He loses some of the crit damage, but his crit rate crit damage ratio is still good. As you can see here, he doesn't have that much shield damage, but it doesn't really matter. As for his weapon, we have Primordial Jade Wing Spear. It's the only 5-star pole arm I could probably give him, but it's still pretty good. It is Zhao's weapon, but he still works pretty well with this. Deathmatch is also pretty good too. Black Tassel, of course, is pretty good since it's the only HP pole arm in the game. Staff of Homa as well, that's also a pretty good weapon. Yeah, Zhongli can work with basically mostly every pole arm in the game, and he works really well. As for his artifact set, Tenacity of the Millilith. Yep, I changed this set. But Tenacity of the Millilith is his best support set and his best set in general, which is why I had to do it. I had to maximize crit rate, crit damage, his HP, and then he will wreak havoc, and he actually did. Because back then, his Q did 50k, and he still does 50k. So yeah, I haven't lost any damage on him, thanks to the Tenacity of the Millilith's 20% attack buff. Yeah, it's extremely good. It's his best artifact set ever. As for Constellation C0, I am not a whale. And then for talent 686, I did not awaken Zhongli, mainly because I needed to showcase him at level 80, but I am going to be leveling up to level 90, because I do have the materials for it. I will showcase it here. Yeah, as you can see here, I already have the materials for it. But I chose not to ascend him yet, just so I could showcase him. But yeah, he's pretty good. Zhongli, everyone knows how good Zhongli is. He might be featured in 3.5, but who knows? We will see. For the next character, or the second to last, we have Yelan, who's going to be featured in the second phase of 3.4. So yeah, Yelan is DPS Xingqiu. There's really nothing to be said here. Crit rate, crit damage is pretty good. Energy recharge is also pretty good. Hydro damage is pretty good too. As for weapon, we have Aqua Simulacra. It's her best bow. No questions asked. I mean, it's her bow. As for artifact set, we have 4-piece Emblem. It's her best set. Good for her Q. Her Q is basically her bread and butter. So yeah, the more elemental burst damage you can do, the higher damage she does. Yeah. It's her best set. As for Constellation C0, again, not a whale. And then for talents 6, 7, 8, I'm still planning to level this up to level 10, but crowns are limited, so I have to choose which levels I have to put on other characters. But level 9 is pretty good for the dice, which is why I might level this up to level 9. But level 8 is still pretty good. I mean, she did her job, so yeah. And then the last character that is going to be featured today is Xingqiu from the Hu Tao team. So he has not changed either. As you can see here, crit rate, crit damage is even. Energy recharge is pretty good. Hydro damage is pretty good as well. As for his weapon, we have Sack Sword. It's his best sword, no questions asked. There's no other sword you'll ever run on him. As for artifact set, we have 4-piece Emblem. It is probably his best set in the game. There are other sets that you can run, like Hydro and Noblesse, or any other set, but this is his best support set. As for Constellation C6, I mean, he is readily available all the time. I mean, you could get a free Xingqiu copy right now because of the Lantern Rite event. So yeah, if you have not gotten Xingqiu, get him. He's pretty good. And then for talents 6, 10, 11, boosted by Constellations. So yeah, there is Xingqiu, pretty good. And honestly, everyone in this team is good. And everyone contributed in the completion of 3.4 Spiral Abyss. But yeah, there you go. There is my 3.4 Spiral Abyss video. I am going to be doing a 3.4 Spiral Abyss commentary after I record this video. But yeah, well, anyways, thank you guys for watching this 3.4 Spiral Abyss video. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I upload Genshin videos once a week. So if you do like that sort of content, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to not miss out on a single Genshin upload. Also, comment down below. What do you think of the 3.4 Spiral Abyss? Is it hard? Is it easy? Let me know in the comments down below. You already know what my opinion is on this. It's way easier than 3.3 for sure. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching this 3.4 Spiral Abyss video, and I'll see you guys in the next Genshin video.